Hi there, in this quick video I'm going to show you how to remove the door panel on a Skoda Octavia 2 facelift from 2010. Initially you have two screws underneath, Torx T15, get rid of those, then start pulling it with stuff like this. It has a lot of clips all around in many locations, quite hard to show underneath this. Then we also need to remove this top right here and remove this. They pop out again with tools like this. I started from this corner right here and I'm tracking along and it will unclip. So unclip this thing right here. Oh, don't drop back in. As you can see, many clips all around, extremely hard. They latch into these plastic things. I needed to use this tool right here for them. It was the only thing that worked. And now three other Torx that we need to remove. And to remove this thing, you can see you press on this, it unlatches and you simply pull it out. But I only have one hand free, so I cannot do it like this. So with tools like this, you need to kind of come around it and unhook it, but it seems this one is too thick. I need something thinner. As you can see, something like this you can do, and it's coming out. It's quite loosely put in there, so no big issues. And you now have access to your tweeter and also that screw in case you want to get the door out. Tweeter also, I think with some clips you can fully get it out, but you kind of probably need to get the door. In case you need to only remove this, you can do it just by pressing in here, and when you press on that, it unlatches and you can pull out the connector. So the three Torx T30 are undone. The Torx T20, I think it's in here undone, and I have some goop from around here on, I think from this, in time it's deteriorating. Anyway, this is also undone. Now the door should be more or less free to remove. Yeah, so all the clips are undone and the door is being lifted. I need to see if I have anything in here holding it in place or just stuck a bit. There was a stubborn clip right behind this area. Now the door is loose and it's also moving up from here, and we should be able to pull it and release it, but be careful, you need something to unhook from here, this thingy from the back you see. It's lifted, but watch out, you have a few connectors in here, so I think for some lights probably in here. There's something, this one I know what it was, for the windows. This one in here we need to unlock. So there are a few connectors and we need to search on them what type of hook they have. If they have this, you pull it, push it down, and then in theory you pull it, but again you need both hands. This is a really weird one because you actually need to lift the end of this thing up so it comes above a clip, so you are lifting this, not sure how well you can see it, until it unhooks from the clip to get it out. So I wanted to show you that, and to put it back in you just press it in there and it locks. To unhook this, the idea is to rotate it until it gets after that, so you are able to pull it, but that's not going to be easy. So let me see if I can unhook it from here first to allow me to actually do this, and it seems it did. So now, it's still not free. We still have this light right here with two clips on both sides, exactly as that one was there, and now we are free. Now to put this thing back in place, you obviously need to hook this back. Where is it? Right around here. We are not in the proper position, so you come from this weird angle. Sorry about the focus, not much that I can do about it. Make sure the the wire goes through the gap, then rotate this and allow it to come above and latch. Now it's all latched in place, and start connecting all your wires, and these things make sure they go through the openings in the door, because you need them on the other side somewhere. There's an opening in here, where I put my fingers in there. Anyway, do that and then only put the door back. And now you literally hook the door over the edge and it will slide down and locks in place, and you can start bumping it all around. Wherever there are clips, it will lock in place. Tighten that screw, tighten these 3 screws. Now I'm going to put back this, connect it, and then clip it back in place. So to put this back in place, obviously see the orientation for the connector itself, and it should clip in there like that. I think these need to go in first. You don't have that much excess in that area. And then wiggle it around, make sure you don't break the clips. This is quite a sensitive little part. And it's back in place. That's about it. To put this back in place, obviously you need to connect this. Wires are a tad bit short, so for me with one hand that's quite tricky to plug in there, but if I can do it just working with my left hand, you should also be able to do it. Make sure in here you have a hook. So this hook is honestly quite annoying. I think you need to come with it somehow from the side, make sure that goes in, and then you start clipping in stuff. But I want to make sure I actually clipped in the connector properly, because I don't want to come here again. And now make sure it's locked in place, and we are done. Tightened also both of the bottom screws, and this is done. Everything is done, and that's about it for this video. Hope it helps you, in which case please give it a like. As you can see, the material is coming loose from the base. Yeah, it's starting to get old, this little car, but still going strong. So yeah, anyway, again, if this video helps you, please give it a like. Oh, and Hornet. Anyway, check out my other videos and see you in the next one. Bye.